Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important attribute of HTML form, that is Accept Charset. So in this session, we are going to talk what is Accept Charset, why do we use it in HTML forms, and what are the benefits of using this form attribute. Okay. So before we start, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for now we are just focusing on the Accept Charset attribute. Okay. And if I talk about the code, then so far I have just noted down the basic HTML structure, which contains one heading, one title for the page. Okay, and this is the heading HTML by Sharmit. Now what we are going to do, we are going to save this and I'll show you the output of this code, which is coming like this: HTML by Sharmit. Okay, now here, as we all know that in every session I put one question for all of you. So today's question is, why do we use no validate attribute in HTML forms? So you just need to write an answer for this question in the comment section. Those who will provide the consistent correct answer will be spotlighted in the upcoming session for sure. Okay, so yeah, I think now we are good to start with the main session and the main topic, which is Accept Charset attribute. So for that, firstly I'll put the topic name here in a comment. So I'll write like this: Accept Charset attribute in HTML forms. Okay, now after that we need one form, because we are talking about forms, so it's mandatory for us to create the form, because this is the attribute of form tag itself, right? So let's add the format tag. Here I'll add one basic button, although it will not be like output will not be shown on the screen for Accept Charset, but still it's better to come up with at least basic form. So here I will write submit. In button type I'll write submit, although this is the by default option. Now we will add one input field here, so I'll write input, and in input we will write type as text, name as username, and placeholder as username. Okay, so these are the things that we have specified here. Now what we will do, we will save this code, and if I show you the output, it is coming like this, where we have one input field showing username and one button which we can click when we want to submit the form. But at the moment it is not redirecting us to any other page, but if you want to move it to any other page, you can simply specify the action here. So you can like write here action tspgm10.html. now you can save it and refresh it. So here if you try to write name and click on submit, you will see now it is navigated to tspgm10.html page with the username Amit. Okay, fine. So this is just a basic HTML form. So far we have not applied the Accept Charset attribute to this form. Now what is Accept Charset attribute? So to explain this, what I will do, I'll firstly explain you the definition, and then we will discuss the requirement, like why do we need it. So if I talk about the definition, then the Accept Charset attribute in HTML forms tag specifies the character encoding that the server can process for form data. It's particularly useful for specifying how characters and language symbols are encoded when the form is submitted. Okay, so in short, you can say that this attribute is basically telling the browser that how to encode the things or the form data when the data has been sent to the server. Okay, in other short form, if I explain you the definition, then the definition is: the Accept Charset attribute in a HTML form tells the browser which character encoding to use when sending the form data to a server. So if someone asks you the definition of Accept Charset attribute, so you can simply give this two-line definition, that it is an attribute of HTML forms that tells the browser which character encoding we will use while sending the form data to the server. Now you might get another interview question, which is, okay, so we know that it is used for encoding, but what all things it do, or in a simple terms. So you can simply say that it translates characters into code. Okay, every character like letters, symbols, emoji, etc. has a unique code that the computer understands, right? So character encoding, now we have various type of encoding schemes like UTF-8, ISO 8859-1 that determines the exact code used for each character. Okay, if I take one example, so character A, okay, capital A in UTF-8 is represented by the code 65, while a character in Japanese may have much larger code value. Okay, so these are the thing. Then another thing what it does is ensure that characters are readable by the server, for sure, because we are going to share it with server, so it should be readable by the server. And not only this, it is also supporting multiple languages and special characters. Okay, so overall we can say that accept character is used, accept character attribute is used to tell the browser like which character encoding we want to follow while submitting the form to the data, while submitting the form data to server. Clear? I think now it is clear. Now like there are various type of possible values that we can pass, but we are not able to cover all those values in this session. So instead of that, what we can do, I'll show you 1-2 example, and even like I'll show you 4 examples. Okay, 4 most commonly used attribute value, and then you can utilize it as per your need. So let me write it here itself so that you can use it later. So I'll write in comment. Here I will write UTF-8, which is universal character set. Okay, this is universal character set. Now let me add enter here. So this is the first one. Okay, now we will add the second one. These are nothing but the values that you can actually specify. Okay, the second one is ISO -8859-1, okay, which is Latin 1. Then we have third value. So these are just all those values which we commonly see in web browsers or in the codes, not in the web browser, in the code. And another important one is UTF-16, that this is also very commonly used encoding scheme. Then we have the fourth one, which is USSky, that is also used. Okay, so these are the all possible values that we can use with these. Not only these, like there are many other values also, but these are the most commonly used. So let's say if you want to apply UTF-8 to this, so what you can do, you can write here accept charset. Here you can write UTF. You can see there is a multiple option, UTF-8, 16, right? So we want to go with UTF-8. So let's save the code and refresh it. So now it will work similarly. Okay, it will, like you are not able to see any difference over here, but actually what it is doing right now, it is instructing browser that how the data should be transferred, in which encoding way it should be transferred or read by the server. Okay, so we have specified UTF-8. Likewise, if you want to go with ISO, so you can specify here ISO 8859-1. If you want to go with UTF-16, you can simply change it to UTF-16. Okay, so these are the all most commonly used value for this accept charset attribute. I hope this part is clear to all of you, and you can just try to use more values and try to understand the purpose, because if you specifically, like if we talk about USSky, so it supports only the basic English letters and symbols. If we talk about UTF-16, then it handles the larger character size like many Asian scripts. Okay, if we talk about ISO Latin 1, then it is used for Western European languages, and UTF-8 is the universal character set, so it almost cover all type of languages and characters. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.